Yeah, it's just like, here, let me ask you a question. What can I get in a marriage that I can't just get from a long-term monogamous relationship?
I guess there's like different legal benefits and like,
you mean consequent? You mean negative?
Your taxes
legal.
Are better.
I don't care.
I was say tax credit.
The tax benefits are so negligible to me. I don't care.
Same.
Do you
don't care.
Do you think your kids will care that you're not married to their mum?
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, no.
They won't care.
Maybe not. Maybe if you're raising them in that environment.
There's no longer any societal stigma to having kids out of wedlock, and there's no societal stigma to divorce. So I don't think they would, so long as we're loving and caring parents. I can't imagine the kids, if we raise them in, like, for example, a household that doesn't elevate marriage, I don't think they would care, to be honest.
Yeah.
Perhaps, I mean, depending if their influence within their friend group, I mean, I don't think that would play a role, though.
Okay.
Yeah. But so...
See, in the spirit of Dragon Ball Z, the Dragon Ball Z theme that Brian's been going with since nobody asked me, but I'll tell you anyway. On the husband scale, my power level's over 9,000. It's insane. I am quite possibly the best which has ever existed on the husband scale. My aforementioned
it's over 9,000
detail orientation around duty to my family is just simply unparalleled. Just so you know.
Second.
Plus, my wife said I was a 10, so I'm just regurgitating what she said.
But I'll open the question up to the rest of the table, then we'll move on to something else. But what can I get? Or what can I get in a marriage that I cannot get in a long-term monogamous relationship?
It's not. I don't think it's about you. Like, marriage is not really for men. It's for the children and the mother. Okay, fine. Let's talk. Sure. What do my children get if I'm married to my partner versus just a long-term monogamous relationship?
Stability, maybe? I guess?
But it's a long-term. Let's say that relationship goes for life. Let's compare like for like. So you're in a marriage and it goes for life. No divorce. Everything's good. Great. Everything's good compared to me in a long-term relationship. Everything's good. We're together for life. What's the difference for the kids?
I think it's easier to escape in a sense. Like,
no,
I know you're saying
no. But the scenario,
there's no room for
what?
For like escaping at all. This is like set. Like, you know it's going to continue like this. You're saying.
Right.
Okay.
Wait. So what? Oh, were you gonna?
You're asking what your benefit is. Not
What's the benefit for anybody?
I guess religious perspective. Like, if you're looking at it from a religious perspective, it's like security and like,
Yeah, right. But secular marriage itself doesn't make sense. And to Brian's point, the response that you had was, well, it seems like it's easier for you to escape. From a position of privilege, right? That's a hell of a thing to say, because right now it's easier for the woman to, quote, escape, and the woman who gets, quote, the benefits, right, of escaping, whereas the man does not in the current marriage market for secularists. So, to your point on religion, sure, but what would actually be the point of a secularist getting married? I don't understand what the point of that would even be.
Genuinely, there is none. Like, I'm coming from a religious point of view, but from a secular view, there really isn't a necessary point other than, you just want to be married on a piece of paper, or you want the tax credits. Right. But if you are 100% secular, you're living with your partner, you're sleeping with your partner, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you have kids together, you have dogs together, it's going to be virtually the same as than if you were married. From a religious point of view, I think that secularism has tainted what marriage is and the beauty of marriage, because it was intended of, yes, you get to live with your partner when you're married. You get to be intimate with your partner when you're married. You get to do these things together when you're married. But now in society, we're doing that all before marriage, to where it's true. What is the point of marriage? What is the point of commitment and having a marriage and having that unity if you're already doing all the benefits beforehand? So I agree, when there are guys that are like, what is the point of getting married? I feel for that, because truly, within the society that we live in now, what is the point of getting married if you're not holding out or waiting or intentionally doing those things for marriage?
You're asking me?
Or no, just in general. I was just laying it out.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's really, there's not really much in it for men right now because, men can have anything they want really before marriage. And that's very, very frequent. So.
And I don't want to be like the black pill, like no one should get married, because I do think that marriage is really beautiful. But I do think that women and men both need to raise their standards.
What's beautiful about secular marriage?
No, not secular marriage. I think they need to raise their standards to where they're not pursuing something that is a completely secular lifestyle.
Do you even consider secular marriage?
Personally,
yeah. No. Okay.
I would consider it maybe like a civil union. You're married, quote unquote, within, government standards. You live together, you're unified. But no, I view marriage between a man and a woman under the eyes of God.
So basically, the panel's advice to the viewers here, if you're not religious, there's zero reason you should get married.
Well, also, just to piggyback off that further, there never was. There never was a reason to get married other than through religious sanctification. If there was, I would like to know what it was.
And if I can piggyback off of that, not only is there no beneficial reason to get married, there's actually plenty of reasons why you shouldn't get married outside of a religious context. For secular reasons, there's numerous reasons why there's numerous reasons why a woman should do it, assuming she's not the breadwinner. But there's a lot of reasons from the male perspective why you shouldn't do it. We're talking alimony, we're talking communal property, we're talking half your shit.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it, gentlemen. Don't do it. You can come crying back to me after you get divorced, and we'll talk about it.
Well, now prenups are more popular.
Don't care.
No.
What's the point? Okay, cool. Prenups. Cool. So then, when you want to dispute the prenup because you feel like the prenup was unconscionable, you signed an unconscionable contract, then we're each going to be paying, or if I'm the breadwinner, I'm going to be paying for my lawyer, and then I have to pay for your lawyer for us to argue over the legalities and the enforceability of this contract, which we both signed.
Wouldn't the ultimate prenup be to just not get married?
That's the
ultimate prenup.
That's the ultimate prenup. Okay, I'm going to read these two chats, then we got some more stuff. Wait, did we? No, we read this one, right? Morgan, can I have you read this one?
Yes, a woman's past is very important to a man. If women were open about their past, honest about every aspect of it, and used some common sense, maybe they'd have a better chance of finding good partners and long-lasting relationships. Ever think of that? I agree.
Oh, thoughts for thoughts. Thank you, man. And then we have Daniel W., if you can read this one.
Marriage is a commitment. I have dealt with my children daily when I say, quote, when are mom and you going to live together again? I want mom and you to love one another again. Happy is a state of mind, and it wanes and grows. Women are taught today to give up and classify everything as abuse. No fault divorce.
Yeah, this is a fantastic point that the super chatter Daniel brings up, which is that marriage is not ultimately about happiness. Yeah. It's about submission to God, and it's about growing a family. That's the point of marriage. It's not about, it's never been about, you can have whole years, multiple years in a marriage where you're miserable due to the conditions that you're in. It happens. And it's never been the point that you get married because of happiness or you stay married due to happiness. That's just absurd. That's why I don't think secularists can really make it in marriage and why they fail so often. Or the Christians who basically identify as being Christian but who are actually secularists as well, is because they see it as a happiness index rather than as what it's supposed to be, which is a long-term commitment under God that you're not supposed to break, covenant you're not supposed to break. And even if you're miserable, you're supposed to work through that shit together.
100%.